Brazilians form a large community in the UK. According to data from the Office for National Statistics, officially there are about 53,000 Brazilian citizens living in the UK. For this reason, some Brazilian traditions are becoming better known and gaining more followers every day. These are traditions that are part of the strong Brazilian culture and are symbolised through expressions of art, music and dance. One of these cultural traditions is the Maracatu. Maracatu is an ancient carnival tradition from the northeast of Brazil, which has its roots in the sugar farms and slaves that live there. Black African slaves form religious brotherhoods to preserve African culture and heritage. Every year, some slaves were granted leadership roles within the slave community, so they were crowned the king and queen of the Congo in a ceremony that was celebrated with music and dance. This rich cultural ceremony has been preserved through the centuries by the Maracatu nation, which forms the colourful parades of drums, dancers and costumed kings and queens of today's world-famous Recife Carnival. The Maracatu procession is an imposing spectacle that involves an intense musicality through the chants called toadas and the percussive orchestra that performs various types of thumps or baquis. To build these strong sounds, the bell is the commanding part. The snare drums, the shakeras, and the shakers construct the basis of the rhythm. The deep wooden drums play diverse varieties of rhythms.
Let me tell you about the instruments of the Maracatu. This is an alfaya drum. This is the heart of the band. And this makes a nice big noise and provides the rhythms. We have a number of bells. This is the gongi. And this is made of iron, and this is an African instrument. This came from Africa to Brazil and has been used for a very long time. There's the eshekere.
The master commands the thumps with his whistle and sings out a call which is answered by the other members. All parade together in blocks. The songs are pre-planned and tell the history of Maracatu, its origins, traditions, abolitionism and African origin. The procession follows behind a banner identifying the name of the group, followed by the ladies of honour at court, who carry the mystic kalunga, representing all the spirit entities of the group. Behind the ladies of honour follow the court and the king and queen of Maracatu, which are hereditary titles.
So I'm Suzanne and I help to run the Maracatu. Playing in a community style group where you get to meet lots of different people from different backgrounds, but with a shared interest in music. And so for me, it brings people together. It's very much a unifying force. And the fact that it appeals to me musically. I've got an interest in Afro-influenced music, and for me Maracatu it sounds very African, with the drums, with the heavy beats. It's a very rich sound. I've been playing on and off for quite a few years. I generally play kasha, but I play all of the instruments. I'm trying to remember the names of the tokis. I'm not very good at that. I generally play more from feeling rather than sort of study of it, formal study. But I think that's in keeping with the tradition of Maracatu generally. It's not a written form of music. I really enjoy it, and I've liked the people that I've met through playing. And carnival to me is when it all comes together and you're playing in the street and there's people dancing. That for me is what this type of music is about. It's about sharing with people and sharing that feeling that it creates, that it's just pure enjoyment and you can forget about everything and just be in the moment and sing and dance and enjoy life.
Through the Maracatu meetings, the Brazilians feel closer to each other as well as to the culture of their country, thereby preserving this rich tradition full of sounds and rhythms, and very often keeping the community closer to its roots.